What's going on, my creative collective? Welcome to a burning question spread because I can. This is for you, Aries. So we're going to dive in. The question that we're asking this week is, what do I need to nurture? Usually we have a pretty good idea, but this is just to see what energies come up. I'm kind of excited to see where spirit takes us. So let's do this, okay? I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space. And I ask that it is a safe and brave space that allows for the fullest expression of our light, humanity, ascension, and healing. Okay, so what do we want and what do we need, really? What do we need to nurture? Let's see what Spirit says today. Shout out to my friend who is an Aries who got these for me for Christmas last year. Whoa. A little bit of unseen support behind the scenes that you cannot see. This is something you need to know right now. Right this red hot minute. Let's see what else we got. The Fool popped out and then went back in. Embracing an opportunity. King of Cups. Oh. Some unseen support, Aries, and I'm also seeing an opportunity that we're embracing here. And then something, this is the nurture the opportunity, nurture the new idea. But I get that less than an idea because it's not really a wand. It's more of something pretty tangible to release. I'm getting you need to release control of your emotions a little bit. Not like, it's more like not so much feeling. Like, I don't get that off this card. I think it's more just releasing the need to control them, right? And just letting them be what they will be, and meeting yourself there. And then the story of light. So how the light is entering into this reading for you. I find that it's a little bit of slow enlightenment. So I think that this is a need to kind of nurture some space for yourself. Also just to cultivate a space where you can allow your emotions to flow, because I think this new opportunity might come as a bit of a surprise. I don't know. Like, I think I get this as being you pretty intuitively connected, and that's how the light's getting in here. But so nurturing, I think it's like overall, I'm reading that you're needing to nurture, a little bit of space for yourself. At the same time, you're needing to perhaps nurture, some space to connect with your emotions as well, right? And also to consider that you may have more support around you than you think, Aries. You may have helpers around you above and beyond what you might think as well. And I say that because the Three of Cups and the Moon is this sort of, you can't see the celebration. You can't see that. So it could also be that this is like what you need to know right now is that there's some people behind the scenes helping, but this could also be guides. This could be angels helping behind the scenes. Three of Cups is also a bit of a celebratory energy. So there could be like relief or reprieve on the horizon that you can't really see yet. I really like this Ace of Pentacles though, and letting go of the control of emotions and just letting emotions be what they will be. Repeating card, King of Cups. And I think maybe that's what your guides or friends are helping you with here, right? This could be friends that you don't, or you could be out meeting friends for dinner and one of them could say something and it just, is this aha moment that you have while driving home or something like that, right? Yeah, it's like, it's letting it in. Hanged Man and the Wheel. Why wouldn't Spirit make repeating cards? Really, I think this is the trick here to nurture. To nurture is really it has to do with your emotional world right now, Aries. I think that there's an expansion of your awareness, and I think this is a self-awareness. This is an awareness of your emotions that's kind of I'm hearing it's growing on you. 444 was on the time. Yeah, this is something that I think is a little bit angelically guided, perhaps. Angelically guided, is that a thing? I'm not. Well, it is a thing, but is it a word? I don't know. But what I am getting is that there's again, this sort of expansion that you can't see. It sort of strikes me as expansion that you can't see. Oh my goodness, if I can hold the cards for real, I keep dropping them. Expansion that you can't see. Expansion that you can't see. And what it's bookended, like what it bookends is your emotions and being in touch with your emotions. So it's almost like there's this slow expansion that's taken place both behind the scenes and within you. So the Three of Cups and the Moon tell me that there's something external to you, something outside of you that's been happening that you can't see. But this is the expansion that you can see. This is sort of like forces beyond your control. And then this is the stuff that maybe has been a little bit more in your control, right? The wheel does turn, but we also still have choices within that too. So that's kind of what I'm getting from this here, like what you need to know right now, this minute, with the information that's around you and available to you. I get that this is like what you need to nurture is more of your emotions and making peace with what you can and cannot control about this energy. Because, we can control emotions, but it's not about controlling them to stop the flow. It's about giving them a place where they don't need to be hidden so much. They can show up as they will, and for them to surface like waves where they're nurtured, and we can surf them as you don't go to the ocean and yell at the ocean for having waves, right? I mean, maybe you do. Maybe some people do. I just feel like it would be a profound waste of time. But it's like that energy, right? It's like you're not going to go to the waves and yell at the waves for being waves. And I feel like there's a peace you're making with your emotions where you maybe didn't have that kind of relation to them. But I think that this is like the beginning. There's like seeding new light here. Planting a seed for something new. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, big time. I feel like that's this. It's quite. I don't think the Hanged Man, kind of puts a pause on things to understand things as well. So I'm seeing that there's this expansion that you can feel, and maybe you went into this Hanged Man position, the Hanged One here. Maybe you went into that pose, into that position in your life to kind of get a better grasp on what's happening or what's been happening. Because the wheel we can often feel coming, right? Like the wheel isn't the tower. We know because there are certain, things that start to shift and change and tweak, and we can see it a little bit here, then we see it a little bit here, and then we make decisions based on this information here, and we stay connected to our intuition. So it's like bit by bit we get there, right? And this 10 of Pentacles is to me, the 10 of Pentacles is to me it's a bit about there's something here that you're going to want to invest in, and this could just be an investment in yourself. Right? Yeah, this could be an investment in yourself that you're making, Aries, and that's what you need to nurture. But there's something very crucial and critical about your emotions right now. I don't think that you've been blocking them because I think you're aware of them. I think it's just the embrace of them so that you can then share them with other people, because that's the other story of the Three of Cups here too, right? It's sharing them with other people because they've been under the moon, like they've been a little bit hidden, right? So tell me about this Ace of Pentacles spirit, 10 of Cups. Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Oh, on the bottom of the Devil. Okay, Empress. Oh, there's the Tower. What? Okay. Sorry if I did that in your precious ears. But so the Ace of Pentacles, this is like we're embracing new opportunities, right? We're moving away from things that didn't work, things that don't serve us, and we're moving into this energy of I am valued, I value, I am worthy, I am deserving, right? That's the Queen of Pentacles here. So that's the kind of new opportunity. And I think it's almost like you really are making a choice here. I get this. So Seven of Swords, Devil, Empress, and Tower, I almost get like you're choosing the devil you don't know, right? Because this strikes me as like the devil you know. Ooh. The devil you know, right? You're familiar with it, how it takes from you, how you give to it, how it leaves you in this kind of suspended state, suspended energy. And the Empress and the Tower are that's a little bit of the devil you don't know, but like you're showing up as the Empress. So is it really that bad, or is it just something that's different and a bit shocking to maybe other people? Because the Tower falls and you can see it fall from miles away, right? So this is a change that other people are going to be able to see in your life, but like you're showing up in this energy, Aries. So is it really, not in your best interest? So it's kind of about that energy too, right? In terms of who you could be dealing with, this is also Neptune, so some Pisces energy pretty strong here. There's also the moon energy, so it could be around the Gemini new moon on tomorrow, tomorrow. Yeah, so there's that, and then the wheel is Jupiter, which is Pisces and Sagittarius, and then in addition to that, the moon is Cancer and Pisces energy together still, so a lot of Pisces. Oof. And the water energy here too. And then we have the devil energy, which is Capricorn. That's some 10th house energy in Saturn. And then the Empress is Venus, and that is 7th house in Libra. And then we have the Tower, which is some Pluto and Mars. So there's, a fair distribution in terms of people. I don't know if you're dealing with anyone, if that's whom you're dealing with, but if nothing else, it's good to keep those energies in mind because they could prove to be catalysts. Page of Cups clarifying the King of Cups. King of Cups to Page of Cups. Maybe you are the King of Cups and you feel like you're just this Page of Cups that doesn't have like a whole lot to offer. Maybe it's because I'm seeing this like this difference. There's a difference in offering, right? The King of Cups is like, I am on a throne, I have a full cup, and this page is like, I have a fish. Like, it's just such a difference. There's no bridge between the energy here. So it's mayhaps, if you will, you're kind of in this split energy where you feel like what you have to offer may not be sufficient, or I don't know. There's like a mismatch in energy here I get the impression that this is kind of to release is this energy, this perhaps a belief that you don't, that you're not showing up. Yeah. Saturn and the Queen of Wands. Perhaps you're not showing up in an energy that, you're not showing up in an energy. It's not that it's inauthentic. I just get that there's like maybe some confidence. Maybe some confidence. Nine of Cups, yeah. Maybe a little confidence here. Because I feel like the Nine of Cups would be, like what it reminds me of is with the abundance of water energy in this clarifying row. It reminds me a little bit of the Nine of Pentacles, like that confident energy. This is like emotional confidence, a sort of emotional, not certainty, but just knowing yourself emotionally, but also being unafraid of sharing that with other people. Yeah, being unafraid of sharing that with other people. Holy crap. I love when Spirit does that. The Star and the Page of Pentacles. The story of your light here. This sort of is the awareness of what it is that you're nurturing and how it's impacting you. The Fool. That's like the Fool jumped out of the other deck that I used, and then it went back in, and the Fool came out here, which is like beautiful. The Hanged One and the Fool, though. This energy is quite interesting to me. The Hanged One and the Fool. I think that it's like the story of your light is like a bit taking a chance on yourself, maybe not taking a chance on yourself, but it's like you're taking a leap and believing in yourself, maybe a little bit more, even though there's worries. Like this tells me the story of like, so far, even though there's worries, even though you're not quite sure, there's still a chance that you're taking on something. And I think you're taking a chance on something to do with your emotions here. And then the Knight of Cups comes popping out. Yeah, that's like... So I think it's like releasing fears that you have. The release message here is like releasing fears that you have about what you have to offer, because you may think that you're showing up in this, like with the emotions and the way you feel. King of Cups is an awareness of how you feel. And then I feel like this is how you might think you're showing up, but you're actually showing up in this King of Wands energy. You could have others, like obviously you are a fire sign, but you could have some Sagittarius or Leo in your chart as well. It's like, it feels like there was like an energetic mismatch. So if you were trying to manifest something, Aries, it could have been that you felt like you were showing up as a page, when you're actually showing up as a king, which is a significantly different energy. And it could be, well, I don't have this to offer, but I do have this to offer. So you're kind of like negotiating with the universe, like you're bargaining, and maybe even issuing ultimatums with the tower here. Where you're like, well, this is how it's going to be. And then the universe is like, okay, that's cute. Tower, right? So, but I think Saturn is here too, because this is like a bigger stretching thing in terms of your life. And especially if it's confidence, because this could be confidence in your ability, not just to feel the emotion, but to express it and have it be heard. One, two, to have it land in a way that, that it doesn't just suit you, but like you feel seen, you feel heard. Um, mhm. And I think that as you embrace this, whatever this new opportunity is, this Ace of Pentacles here, this could be an idea. This could be um, an opportunity with someone. This could be an opportunity in terms of a job. If you're working on a project, that could be the same thing too. Whatever this is, it's almost like it's helping you to remember who you are a little bit, right? Like there's a moving away energy and a moving towards. So it's like you're embracing and moving towards a 10 of cups, but I think you have the 6 of swords is a movement away energy at the same time. So there's a story there. We don't need to sit in it, but I think it's like a moving away of this energy here of lack of confidence. And again, this is like that lack of confidence, right? It's the devil, and taking a chance on ourselves can be really challenging, especially when that's what we're nurturing. Like, what do we nurture? I think you're nurturing a belief in yourself. You're nurturing your empress. And sometimes that's the chance, right? Sometimes that's the chance, and that's the tower. Because once we take a chance on ourselves like that, and once we do that, the tower of all of the beliefs that we've held about ourselves fall. And what it does is it opens up the field so that you can build a foundation that's a heck of a lot more solid than what this was. Yeah, than what this was. But I think this perspective shift about your emotions is like you're actually a king of wands. And I don't know if anyone has told you that lately or if you're aware of that period, but you are a king of wands. You have the king of cups within you to offer others, right? But I also feel like you need to get this page of cups idea out of your mind in terms of all that you have, because all that you have is a lot. You have a lot to offer, Aries. Um, and then the world card here is that Saturn energy. This is also fixed signs. This can be fixed mindsets, I think, too. To me, it represents that a little bit. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. But they're also zodiacal pairs, too, right? So Taurus and Scorpio are the eclipses that we're passing through now. And Leo and Aquarius are also across the hall from each other in the zodiac. So it's sort of like these opposite lessons that we're learning. So it's like a binary, right? Like we're learning about the either or of things. But I think that this is the shift into both and, right? This is the both and shift in your beliefs and your confidence. So again, we go back to this like, actually, I'm going to pull one more card here. The story of the light here is you just taking a leap regardless. Like it's, this is sort of a big feel the fear and do it anyway jump, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway, which is good. I like it. I like it. Confidence looks good on you, Aries. Yeah, leaving stuff behind that's not working, right? And the Eight of Cups is also, again, it's a movement card, but it's a movement towards. And I think the Eight of Cups to me represents a little bit of going within, but more than that, there's a search for more. Like you recognize that there's more available to you, so you're going to pursue that. And this is that leap, right? Like feeling the fear and do it anyway. And I think that feeling the fear and doing it anyway, getting the energy and cultivating that energy within you to do that is this. You needed to go into the hanged one, in order to access that part of you, in order to access that part of your energy. And once it becomes available to you, it's like you open up, right? Because the Queen of Wands is on the bottom here. Yeah, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So it's like you open up in this really beautiful way, and that's the passionate start. There's like this, once you nurture that energy, whatever it is that you're working on, if there's an opportunity you're hoping to have come towards you, it just shows up because of this perspective that you're healing about yourself. So let's pull notes from the universe on love and connection card here and see where this takes us. Keep it simple. Yeah. I think that this is like when we overcomplicate the narratives or threads and say, well, it's this and it's this and it's all of these things and I'm going to do the work and I'm going to have all these checklists. I'm a big checklist person. So like we're going to put it into a checklist and just go through all the things, but keep it really simple right now. What's the one thing that this is connected to? Work on that, because when you have one thing that you're working on, it makes your energy a lot more manageable. I'm not just talking about like a to-do list and all of that stuff and being neat and tidy, and it's not like that. It's more so just your energy isn't bound up in all of these other, potentialities. You're focused on the one thing and the one aspect of your energy that you're connecting with and tending to. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal. They chose you. I'll read this one to you because it's very sweet. So, I was going to say cute, but whatever. You might not readily believe this. It might even spook you a bit, but there are those who chose this very lifetime, in large part knowing you'd be there. Now that's what we call a reputation. Yeah, maybe some soul family vibes on that too, but I get the impression that you are connecting in pretty big ways with yourself right now. And what you need to nurture is this space for yourself to do that. And that's kind of the keep it simple thing, right? This is about tuning in. How do you feel at any point in the day? Like, how do you feel, Aries? What are you feeling? Do you know that? Have you connected with that? Let me just play 52 pickup super casually here. Yeah. And when you do connect with that, I think the story that's evolving here is that the help that others are offering behind the scenes in terms of guides or angels or people that you can't see, it comes together. And it comes together because of choices you make, right? The wheel turns not because we are favored or things like that necessarily. It turns because of decisions we make. It turns because of things we choose to do, right? So relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. Woo. There we go. Yeah. And I think it's important to remember too, I'm seeing a 3 of Swords on that particular card. And what that tells me is that there might have been some things that you had to heal still that came up. Could have been the Scorpio full moon. I know it absolutely laid me flat. And it could have been, and laid me flat, just meaning that there were things that I thought I had dealt with, and then Spirit was like laying on the doorbell. And now that they're back, now that they were in my awareness, 2-2-2-2 on the time, and I healed them. I'm grateful for it, but at the time I was like, what is happening? Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer: the light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. Yeah. That's actually a really good mantra to hang on to. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer: the light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. And that's to do with this. I see this like Page of Cups. It's this comparison row. It's almost like a comparison. Like, what gave you the idea that you were a Page of Cups? When you have this, you are the King of Cups, and you have where your emotions are meeting with action. There's so much passion there. The King of Wands, that's how you're showing up. And that's this Saturn energy of something that's been really tough to implement for you. So it goes beyond confidence a little bit, but I think that that's really the energy that it would sit in. So what do you need to nurture? You need to nurture yourself a little more, Aries. And I'm not just talking about benefit of the doubt here. I'm talking about really and truly letting your emotional realm meet with action here. So that is your burning question reading for this week, Aries. If this resonated, please like and subscribe. I'd love to have you on the channel, and I'm very grateful that you're here. So thank you so much for your eyes and your time. It means the world to me. So thank you so much, Aries. There are other ways you can connect on the channel, so check that out. But if this is where we part, I hope that wherever this finds you on the time-space continuum, morning, afternoon, or night, it finds you very, very well. Take care, my lovelies. Have a wonderful week.